Hey everyone, it's Greg from Stationery Shenanigans. Happy New Year. I am a little behind because I was traveling over New Year's and the day after I got home, I hurt my back really bad. I couldn't do anything for a couple days. I was at the doctor's. It was like this whole thing. So I'm just catching up now on all of your videos. If you can believe it, we are in January 2023. I'm excited for this year. And in this video, I'm going to share my planner setup in my Filofax personal planner. And this is specifically for like just my personal life and health and financial and all those things unrelated to work and creative and YouTube endeavors. And if you do want to watch my previous video about how I use my regular size traveler's notebook setup as my creative planner for this year, you can go ahead and watch that. I also did a video where I did an overview of my 2023 planning. I still need to set up my work planner, but I don't think I'm going to really film that just because I just don't want to share like personal work things on the channel really. So we'll see about that one. So this one's just for personal today. And my battery's going to die, so I need to go ahead and replace it. Okay, take two. New battery is in. Sorry about that. I guess we're off to a great start for 2023 now. So let's just focus on the personal planner. Just a caveat, I wanted to share that I wanted to record myself setting this up, but since this is the first time I'm using this kind of planner in this way, I didn't want to do it while I was recording myself because I wasn't trying to think of what the final product necessarily looked like on camera. And I also was afraid that, you know, I would mess something up. I'm sure we all have that issue where like you can do something a million times, but when someone is watching you do it or you're recording yourself for YouTube doing it, you like mess up. So I wanted to avoid that in this case. So like I said, this is my Filofax personal size in this navy blue leather. I really just love it. It's very just gorgeous. And I used an Amazon insert that I found that was a fraction of the cost of Filofax's. I'll make sure it's linked below. I'm sure by now it's on sale because we've already started 2023. So if you want to try it out. And let me zoom in and we'll go over it here. So, first I have the pen loop. This is a Parker Jotter. I think that's what I'm going to use for now. This is from my previous Filofax a long time ago, and I just decided to leave this little sticky. I had got this, I think, when I was in Poland, and I just like the blue elephant. And this has to have been like from a year or two ago where I had this weird thing where I felt like I needed to free myself from something. I don't know what, but it's a nice reminder to keep on there. And I did keep the plastic cover that it comes with the Filofax, just kind of like as a page protector. And I have this is your year, which I'll show now. There's some stickers and stuff I want to show you at the end of this video. But I had got this Happy Planner. I guess it's like an inspirational quote one, "Your sparkle has not gone" set. And, oh, it's called Good Habits, I'm sorry. So it's the Good Habits set, and I just really like the aesthetic of these stickers. And surprisingly, when I rung up at the store, this was on clearance for $2. I didn't know that. If I had known that, I would have bought a couple more of these in different styles, or I would have price checked them. But at that point, I just wanted to get one because I'm still kind of new to like the decorating my planner situation. So yeah, I just picked this up for $2 and I used it throughout here a little bit. So that's my little cover page. Ooh, the next page is going to have my personal info on it, so let's cover that up first. Sorry. Okay. And then I put another one of these stickers, "Be patient and trust your journey," because for me this year is definitely going to be a journey with some potential life changes happening this summer that I need to plan for. So what I did was I have from the Amazon insert, it has the 12 months here, which I'll get into. But for my old Filofax inserts, I had these numbered tabs, which I didn't really use before when I had the Filofax. And let me show you the other ones. I think because I just didn't like how there were numbers on the tabs, I kind of wish they came blank so you could just write in whatever you wanted. But I found a different solution. I use these stickers, which will also be throughout this planner. These are from a Michaels planner from about 2 years ago. Me and my niece had gone and bought planners that year. I don't think I really ended up doing much with it, but when I went to throw it out at the end of the year, I actually ripped these sticker pages out because I figured someday they'd be useful, and that day is today. So the first tab I have here is my wellness planning section. So I have a little dentist, heart, and stethoscope on here. Let's see if you can see. Just because I kind of like this icon, instead of writing wellness on the side, it's a little part. I like having these little stickers on there. So we went ahead and did that. So I have a list of my wellness planning, kind of just like my 2023 intentions. I've mentioned before that I like using the word intentions more than goals, because goals can have a negative effect on your psyche if you don't reach the goal. It's like you failed at something, where the word intention kind of has this more positive feeling that you, if you don't do that thing, it's not something bad. I don't know if that makes sense, but so I just listed some things I want to do, including following up on medical stuff a lot this year, seek realistic solutions, just your overall well-being and your health. I want to try to do an 80% Mediterranean diet kind of situation that doesn't always regard just the food. It's more of like the lifestyle where you sit and have meals and you're social, or like maybe have red wine or something. So I calculated that would be between 16 and 17 of my meals per week. I'm not going to track everything specifically, but just having these kind of like intentions on my first page, I wanted to set the tone for the year. So, and then you'll see in each of these setups, I did a little what is working and what isn't working page, because sometimes we need to remind ourselves that stuff that works, if we write it down, maybe we'll remember to keep doing it, and vice versa. Maybe you tried something and then a couple months later you forgot you tried something, and you just don't want to waste your time. So having that written down might help my planning a little bit. I made a sheet for doctor's appointments and things I want to start doing. So I just use a ruler and put date and action, and this little sticker from the Michaels one. My health insurance resets every February, not in January. So I'm waiting to do my yearly stuff after February 1st. That way it goes towards the next year's deductible. If you're not in the US, none of this will make sense to you because our healthcare system is whack. And yeah, so I'm waiting until February. I also wanted to keep a sheet of like medical providers and info and contact info, the different places you go and the hours and stuff. Once I schedule those things, I'm going to put that here just for quick reference. Same with dental. I did have a cleaning, but they called and asked me to reschedule it, so I got to call them back. And then for vision also. And then I'm just calling this nutrition, not necessarily diet. I just wanted to have a page to list things on there. And then exercise as well. I wanted to create a page about feel-good rituals. This doesn't directly relate to like medical health, but I think it's overall wellness. I wanted to write some things that bring me happiness and make me feel good. That way, when I'm not in a good mood, I can come to this page and kind of just see something written and pick it and go ahead and do it. So I just decorate it with some of these Happy Planner stickers and this take care of yourself first thing. Next tab is financial. I use a $ bills thing. I think this is really for recycling, but that's financial, right? So we're just doing it that way. Again, I set my financial planning 2023 intentions. The first one is a savings goal, and I don't want to really show the amount because I feel like, I don't know, that's kind of weird to tell you how much I want my savings account. But I do want to contribute more to my Roth IRA. I want to follow up. I have an investment account that I'm self-teaching myself how to do these things. I always would watch YouTube videos about how to like buy stocks or bonds or ETFs, but it's just very confusing if you're not in that world. So what I had done last year was open up a separate account somewhere online for free and basically just started doing it, started buying a stock, selling it, like just to the mechanics of doing those things, I feel like is not explained to someone who's not in that world. And I struggle to find really reliable information about that. So once I started doing it myself, I understand it more. So I guess it's kind of like you can't be told how to ride a bike, you kind of just have to start doing it. So if anyone's feeling like their financial stuff's not where you want to be, I highly recommend, if it's investments you want to do, like just open it from a separate company that maybe your work stuff's at or your checking account's at, and just take $50 and just see what you can do with it and just go day by day, because that worked for me. I also want to use up gift cards, and I have miles and points and free stuff that I need to start using because someday that stuff will expire. I want to use up household items before I buy more stuff, and I want to control my grocery store spending, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And then I also drew, on the next page, I drew a thermometer of meeting my savings goal, and I already mentioned I'm not going to show that, but I just thought it was a fun way to kind of track my goal. Then my grocery purchase. So I go to the grocery store a lot because during the pandemic, it's pretty much one of the only places you could go. I enjoy cooking and trying different things anyway, and I live within walking distance of multiple grocery stores. So I'll wake up some days and just like go buy a fresh loaf of bread or do this, or just go buy one item and come right back home. It's like 2 blocks away. But that can get dangerous because I keep spending money and I keep buying things that I either don't use in time or think I'm going to use. So one of my goals for 2023 is to stop doing that. So I thought by writing down every time I go to the grocery store and how much I spent, it would maybe like reel that in and put it under a little bit more control. I also, like I said, I created a what is working, what isn't working. I created a things I want to try, learn, practice, or just do. I just jotted a few down that I thought off the top of my head. And I used a sticker that says, "You can do anything, girl." That was from the Happy Planner collection, just because it's fun. And then I have some blank pages. Next is what I would call my household management tab. That is laundry, shopping, and food. I want to do some meal prepping, all those kind of things. I want to try new recipes. So I set my intentions. I put a little watermelon washi tape. So one of my intentions is to keep my house tidy in case of visitors. I'm very self-conscious about that, and I want my place looking nice. I want to use up pantry items before buying more. I want to clean out my fridge and freezer more often. I do want to have better meal prep strategies, and also try new recipes. And like I said, go to stores less often. That doesn't always include grocery stores. That includes other things, because when you go, obviously you're going to spend money, and you don't really need a lot of those things. I do have a recipes I want to try page, because sometimes when I'm just scrolling through Instagram, I'll see something I really want to try, so I just jot that down and the location to remind me that when it's like a weekend and I want to just cook in the kitchen and my place is clean and ready for it, I can go and try these recipes. Then project mode. So there's certain things around the house that you can only do when you're in the mood for. And I have various projects and closets and things that I want to organize and clean. And those are really for like when you have a couple hours free on the weekend, or it's raining, or you don't have any other plans and you're in the mood to do it. So because I forget which projects I thought about before, I just jotted them down. That way, let's say next week I have a day where I just am in the mood to organize. I can just open up my planner and be like, oh right, I need to tackle the coat closet. Then I have a what is working, what isn't working. I've already mentioned that. That's especially good for like recipes or brand names of items that I don't want to buy again, or I do want to buy again. Then I want to do a pantry stock. So after this, I want to go through my pantry and write everything that I have. That way, when I do my grocery list or look at recipes, I can just glance at this and I don't have to actually look in the cabinets and know that I have, this or that. And yeah, and then I just have some blank pages, some of the Filofax ones, and then I kept the plastic thing at the end. So I'll go into the actual calendar now. I mentioned before that it has the monthly on the first tab for the month, and then does weekly. So, okay, here's today. I use some more of the stickers, put some washi tape down at the bottom, use those little stickers for birthday reminders, more washi tape, stickers. I just kind of pre-decorated for the month. I'm only really taking things 1 week at a time at this point. And again, this is really just for my personal life. We'll see how it molds. And yeah, so that's my planning set up. I would also like to share some things I wanted to try out. Like I said, I'm still new with like the decorating planner thing. So when I was in Boston visiting my best friend over New Year's, which is kind of our New Year's tradition, there was an independent bookshop that I had gone into, and a paper, is it Paper Chase? No, Paper Source. I had like an awkward 45 minutes until I had to go get my train, and it wasn't enough time to like go out to lunch and sit down somewhere. So what I did is I just jumped into the bookstore and the Paper Source just for fun, because again, you have 45 minutes. It's not enough time to go sit down and do something. It's also not enough time to like go to the train station and sit and wait. So the first thing when I was at Paper Source, I saw this dotted journal stencil set, and I'm still kind of new to like stencils and stickers in general, but I thought this was really cool with the different like appointment motifs and the lettering, and it has 300 designs, and it was only $5.99. Whoops, it was only $5.99, which I felt like was a pretty decent price for something at Paper Source. So let's go ahead and open it up. Oh, and they're individually wrapped, so you have like these icons, these thought bubble, and I don't know what you call that, geometrics, and more of those. Wow. Here, oh, there's like a weekend one. They even have, this will be cool for my YouTube, they have like social media icons. Banners, more icons. These are a little bit more fun. There is a windmill and a Statue of Liberty and a crab. More banners, like floral decor, geometrics, fancier decor, and then the block letters, numbers, and Roman numerals. So for $6 to get this many stencils, I was actually kind of surprised by that. So that's cool. We'll try that out in here and in my creative planner. And then at the independent bookshop, they had all these stickers, and I just had to get some of them. So the first one are these like confetti stickers. It's like ramen and different Japanese foods. I just really like the colors. There's something about like this green and what is it, periwinkle, and then the gold that comes out. It was just feeling very like New Year's, so I got those. Then I got these from Pip Stickers. They're like feelings and different emotions, and I thought they were kind of cool. I got the Soitelier, which I've seen a lot of you use on here on YouTube. This is like the coffee and breakfast line. I just loved the design of it. Then this is from Sticky Club, Foxy. This is like foxes doing their chores. I just loved that, and I thought it'd be good for my like household management, my personal planning stuff. I just love the artwork on there too. And last but not least, another sticky, this Romance of Tea. Don't know why, I just needed this like Victorian tea vibes. So that's what we got there. And yeah, so thanks for listening to me ramble. I hope everyone is off to a good start in the new year. Let me know in the comments below what you started doing with your planners, and I'll definitely let you all know with an update of what I've done. And what else did I want to say? Yeah, and I have a lot of videos to catch up on. I felt really sick for a couple days to the point where I couldn't even watch YouTube and stationery videos, which is so unlike me, so you know it was bad. And I hope to catch up soon. So wherever you are, take care, and I will see you next time.